Good Saturday morning to you. Welcome into Rick's house. Thanks for joining us on the program. If I turn my headphones up, I can hear my radio voice. Yes. Brian says, Tennessee's beautiful but muggy. No, you guys would not like it. I'll go out for 1 minute and go back in saying, boy, the temp must have really gone up. It's really hot. David looked at it. It was only 81. David looked and it was only 81. The humidity made it feel so much hotter. This is a friend of his.
Oh, my goodness. Well, last night we had rain come through. Temperature dropped 14 degrees, but then the humidity went through the roof when the rain stopped.
That humidity, I guess, smack you right in the mouth.
Lloyd Lindsay Young, WWOR-TV, Channel 9, Secaucus, New Jersey. Then he went to Bakersfield, California. He called it the humidity.
The humidity.
The humidity today.
The humidity today is going to be a dandy. Tell him, Keith Jackson.
Whoa, Nelly.
Oh, Nelly. It's going to be special today. So we got to bring everybody up to speed.
Oh, boy.
And of course, we're going to shout out to all of our sponsors that we're so happy. We got great sponsors. Will at All Clear Plumbing, Weekend RV Center. We talked to them last week. Top Septic, of course, and Top Septic and August Excavations just recombined under the Top Septic name. So all your excavation needs and everything that you have there. What a fabulous! I mean, they just do a fabulous job.
Outstanding.
Cozy Mountain Cabins, Miss Anita does a wonderful, wonderful job. CozyMountainCabins.com, and of course, some new ones that are coming that everybody's busy.
Everybody's busy.
And, I'm preaching to the choir going, when you're busy, that's when you need to be advertising because when you ain't busy, then you need to be busy, but you got to start over.
Yeah, exactly. You got to catch back up.
We'll tell them that. But what an interesting week we had.
Boy, howdy, haven't we both? My goodness.
I am the deer magnet.
You
I am the deer whisperer.
Oh, yes.
Well, actually, I don't whisper at him anymore. I yell at him.
Hey!
Non-friendly radio terminology.
Yeah, no FCC violations here.
Didn't learn that one from my mama.
No.
Although I've heard her use it a time or two.
With that wooden spoon.
Yeah. Yeah. My mom used to do this.
Oh.
When she bit down,
she's biting down her finger.
She bit down on her knuckle. When she bit down on her knuckle, that meant run.
That was your warning. Yeah.
Because she's deadly with a shoe. just cause you ran that don't mean that she'd throw it like a throwing star.
Ricky's down. Ricky's down.
Wish I had to take that other bag of barbecue chips. My mom's best friends, they ran a restaurant. So we had, so my mom would order, whenever they ordered food at the restaurant, like the little bags of chips and the Penrose beer sausages. See, I grew up with all that stuff in the house. I thought everybody done.
Oh, yeah. No.
I just go back to the closet, reach in there and get me a bag of barbecue or sour cream or whatever, So I did.
That was the day.
That was the day.
Yeah.
Then they moved back to Pennsylvania, and I went to shock because I'd been eating their pizza and spaghetti and real Italian
pie.
Yeah. And I never had any other pizza. I'd never eaten a frozen pizza or any pizza from anywhere but their restaurant.
Yeah.
Or what we made when our families got together for Sunday dinner. And the first time I got a piece of pizza from another restaurant, I was like, what is this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know this.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is. I don't know these things.
Oh,
so we had that going on.
Yeah.
So many of you know that I've got a Dodge 2500 truck that I purchased not too long ago, and it needed some stuff done. A lot of stuff done. And so my buddy Paul at Best One Tire, he's a big man. He's a big daddy down there.
Yeah.
We've been friends 35 years. Best One Tire Service. Now, they've got about 3 or 4 locations. They do everything from big tractor trailer trucks to cars to, it don't matter. But, man, I was there yesterday afternoon because I had to get it done, and I'm going to tell you why I had to get it done
You're
yesterday.
taking a nap.
Yeah, but it was neat. They gave he and I a chance to catch up. We've been friends 35 years, but we haven't seen each other in a while. You know how that goes.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got kids and family, and his
Mhm.
kids live at home, and because they're and he's got grandbabies, and I got and we were on the road, and so we just had a great time catching up.
That's awesome.
And
Good stuff.
he's a good man, and so he really took care of me. He's got a chief mechanic down there that knows his stuff, brother.
Wow.
Knows his stuff. So we got tires and transmission and the AC evac and recharge. Boy, that's nice.
That's windshield wipers.
Got windshield wipers working. It was the windshield wiper motor, by the way.
Oh yeah. Huh?
Yeah,
Makes
and
sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
New tires and checked the shocks, greased everything, oil changes, changed every filter in it.
Nice.
Coolants.
Mhm.
Just done everything.
That's nice.
Check the brakes, check the shocks. Complete.
Mhm.
Got to go back Monday because we do have what we thought was a strip bolt is not when the guy bought it from. When he tightened the pan back up, he wanted to change the gasket. He over tightened it and warped the pan.
Mark the pan. Yeah.
So
That'll happen.
needless to say, it's leaking a little bit, but they had to order me a pan, so we won't have that till Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So we get that done, and then we'll be.
Mm-hmm. All that.
The truck's a 1997, but it only has 142,000 miles on it.
It runs good. I mean, it sounds
It
good.
runs like a top. I said, I said, if it needs tuned up, it needs plugs, it needs whatever.
Yeah. Get her done.
Didn't need none of that
Wow.
because he really did maintain it. But I'll tell you what I did notice this morning
Uh-oh.
on the way in through Deer Valley and up Deer Ridge, which is leading up to my next story. Before we start, I got some good home improvement and RV stuff for you today.
Yeah. But this other stuff's good too.
This other stuff's really good.
Lord,
And,
you can't make this stuff up. You can't.
You can't.
No.
You can't make it up. And I'm so glad I record these because I had started to. I'll make myself a mental note that I'll forget to talk about micro wrestling coming up.
Oh yeah,
the 4th. We're going the 4th of September.
Lordy day.
And then the 6th, we're going to have JR and the team in here to talk about. It's really interesting. That's a really nice facility.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the athletes are really. I mean, man, I'm seeing flips and stuff that I couldn't have done back in the day.
No, I definitely ain't doing now.
No. So anyway, I told Amy, I said I'm gonna come out with rollator comedy instead of stand up comedy.
Yeah.
I got my rollator.
That's your rollator?
Yeah, I got that thing, and I got that thing in this week. She bought me a new one. She said, "What's the one? What's the one that you have that holds the most weight? Not that I need the most weight because I don't weigh that much anymore.
Yeah.
But that is bigger and that is tougher because I broke the last one.
Yeah, you're rough.
I'm rough on it. It's like watches. You'll hardly ever see me wearing a watch unless I'm going to church because I tear them up.
Yeah,
that's why I have a silicone ring wedding band on. I tear them up. Yeah, it's just my deal. It came in a box from Amazon in about 473 pieces. So I'm going to be doing slot A to tab B to the 4 EE size metric number 9, and hope we don't have nothing left over when we get done.
What's in that little box shaking? Leftover. It's okay.
All right. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah. Oh, they're extra.
So it's a rollator.
Yeah.
That's what they call them things. Rollator. You roll and you sit. Then you roll later.
Then you roll, roll again.
I told Amy, I said, I'm going to start. I've done a little stand up comedy back in the day and been fortunate to when I could stand. When with my buddy James Gregory. And funniest man in America. But anyway, I was fortunate to have a few minutes just to, I really enjoyed something. I thought I'm going to call it rollator comedy.
Rollator comedy.
Roll out on the stage.
Roll out on stage.
Because that's the stage of life I'm in.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to the truck.
Yes.
So many of y'all know that I hit a deer a month ago now, probably 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah, month and a half now. Yeah.
And I actually didn't hit the deer. The deer hit me.
Yeah, kamikaze
me. So we got all that settled with the insurance and all that stuff. And so we're rolling down through the to get new tires and I got the insurance settled and all that. So we're taking to get all the mechanical stuff done before it goes into the body shop because I wanted to make sure all that was in good shape.
Oh yeah.
You know, when we checked it, they looked at it when we took it to the body shop. But before I did that, I wanted to take it to Paul down Best One Tire in Middlebrook.
Yeah.
And let his guys go through it. And if there's something we need to fix, let's fix it now.
Yeah.
You know, because like mama's car's got to be safe.
Yeah, got to take care of mama.
Got to take care of mama.
Yeah.
So we make it through, and this is the inside joke because we live in the country, and so we have what we call Deer Valley. I made this up. I call it Deer Valley because that's where we see deer when I'm coming to work on Saturday mornings everywhere.
Yeah.
And then we call it Deer Ridge because that's where you come up the ridge to the top of the hill, and that's where I got kamikaze. Well, we made it through Deer Valley and Deer Ridge, and then went down and went on another road, and we have yet to name said road.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
I just got to think of a way to say it that I can use on the radio. So my bride is following behind me in the Prius. Yeah. And we're going about, I'm probably 50 yards ahead of her, and we're going, 30, 35, because this is a little country road. And it's straight. So I'm going to say this out loud. Don't listen, insurance people. I looked down, grabbed my phone, just 5 seconds, looked back up in my rearview mirror, and this deer came, nowhere. And now this is the part I've not told you.
Uh-oh.
Because the paramedics had a ball with this one.
Oh, no.
And the people at UT Hospital. There was a raccoon running first, and the deer was behind it. Now, that's true.
Why?
Why? Because it sounds like a lie. I don't know.
Why?
Well, the raccoon made it through.
Yeah, well, of course he did.
But the deer didn't.
Were they playing? He wasn't going to eat the raccoon. Was he playing with it?
I've never seen that in my life.
My God, like Bambi.
Yes. So I look up, and she slammed on the brakes, and when she did, it hit that deer, and the deer spun the car. It looked like a Matchbox car, like with Hot Wheels when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And just spun it to the right. And, of course, we're in a flat stretch of road, and there's one big oak tree in the whole fence line of 300 yards.
And she had to hit it.
Right in the middle of the day, right in the middle. And I'm telling you, it broke the window, it crumpled the hood. You saw the picture.
Yeah, it's done.
It's total.
It's done. Yeah.
But I'll have to say this about the Toyota. Side curtain airbags, below airbags, up airbags, airbag. It protected her.
Yeah.
But that seatbelt broke her collarbone.
Yeah.
Snapped it. That hurts.
That's a sound you won't forget for a while.
Yeah, so she's down for a little bit, but she's tough. The paramedic says, now what's I thought if she could get up off that table right now, she'd whoop you with one arm. One arm. You don't know the beating you're getting ready to take. He said, he goes, well, was the raccoon riding the deer? Is that what? Was it riding the deer? Is that what you said? Oh, I thought, you just don't know. She's in pain and hurting, and I've had to drive her down here, and oh no. You better make sure that you stay away from that right hand, because that left one ain't moving, but that right hand's working, baby.
And it's coming. Oh my gosh. Bless her heart.
Oh man, it's terrible.
Oh mama.
It's just terrible. I mean, bless her. And so she got a big hematoma on there. Yeah. So yesterday we took her back to UT to the doctor and this is something else I don't understand. And I know this ain't got nothing to do with home improvement, but it does. It's home life. So we're kind of talking about it this morning. But I'll tell you something else that gets me. So she's at UT Hospital, right? Okay, she had an appointment that day after we took the car. We were going to drop it off, then take the truck, take her to a doctor's appointment because she's got a sinus infection. Did you know they would not treat her for the sinus infection while she's in the emergency room?
Oh, no, because that's something they don't do. That's done at the urgent care or at that another medical facility.
Yeah.
They don't do that at the hospital.
And we went to the urgent care first.
Lordy day.
And they wouldn't do it. Oh, no, we can't give you nothing because they've got to evaluate you.
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, they got to call the insurance company.
Yeah,
See what they're
exactly.
gonna pay for.
Exactly.
But I'll have to say that the staff was outstanding at
UT.
At UT.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. They're good folks. I don't mean to give me grief about that. Now that paramedic was taking his life in his own hands when he started talking to my wife about was the raccoon riding the deer.
Unless you got some morphine on board or something, don't be upsetting mama. I'm telling you.
You better make sure she is strapped to that gurney because it ain't nothing for a sister to come up off there.
My goodness,
You know?
sakes.
So yeah, that was fun. Oh, Brian's over on the Rick's House radio side. Okay,
There he is.
all right, so we got him.
All right.
So that all being said,
Yeah.
so now we'll be hunting a new car. So I had to get the truck fixed up. So we got something to drive.
You need to go to the local auto parts store and get you those little deer whistle things that go on the front.
Does that work?
I think they do. I've had them on my vehicles until I really washed mine good at the car wash and I blew them off. They didn't hold on my car, but I had them on. After I hit a deer several years ago, I put them on my car and I never had a deer problem again.
Well, I mean, I think they just sit back there and they were looking. Here he comes.
Here comes Ricky.
Here comes Ricky. You think you can get him?
Who wants him? Who wants him?
They run into that 2,500. They'll have a different story.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, they'll have a different story for sure.
Be backstraps in the fridge.
And I guarantee you, even if I have to put it in reverse to get one. That's like when we lived out west. I was telling you this morning we were talking. I had a Dodge Dually that we had. I bought it from a rancher and it had this great old huge, a cow pusher, deer pusher, what I call, it's
cattle guard,
cattle guard thing. And he said, if you want that, that's another $2,000. If you don't want it, then I'll take it off. And I said, well, I don't reckon I need it. He said, you ain't lived out here long, have you? I mean, it's 16 miles from one end of the ranch to the other side on a gravel. Well, 11 of it's gravel and the other was paved. He said, if you coming home during the night and you hit a buffalo or a big cow, you'll wish you had on there. I said, I now understand.
Yeah.
He said, that keeps you from totaling your vehicle.
Yeah, exactly.
So we did that. But needless to say, it was quite the adventure.
Wow.
So we need to take a time out because I'm running just a tad late and to hear from some of the folks that bring you our program and like our friends at Top Septic and All Clear Plumbing. And I ran into
Knox Trail Salvage.
Knox Trail Salvage, man. I talked to them. They got it going on.
Yeah.
They got it going on. So I talked to Nancy down there this past week actually about some stuff that we need to pick up. Today is pickup day for me. I've got to go. I've got orders for things that we need.
Honey-do. Honey, don't you do.
Yeah, because now that Mama's been in the house a little bit, she has found all my messes. We're going to try to assist with that just to get that because you know how it is when you're stuck in the house.
Your next 6 weeks, brother. I'm going to be.
I know. Because she is not a sit down, do nothing kind of gal. I mean,
no, this is probably the longest she'd been down in some time.
Oh, I ain't never seen her down.
Okay, well then, yeah, this,
I'm talking about with birthing children and all that. Now, let's go do that. 4 babies, no problem.
This ain't gonna work out well for you for a little while.
This all natural, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't poke the bear, Ricky. Don't poke the bear.
Oh no. Ricky's learned not to poke the bear.
Poke the bear.
So, but she's really been. I'm telling you, because as a man, I'd have milked that. I'd still be milking it.
Come take care.
I'd be in my recliner at home calling in, going, "You haven't tried this show thing, honey, can you get me something to eat?" You know I would. Can't help it.
That's funny.
All right, so we're going to take the time out when we come back. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. We're going to, and I've got some interesting stuff too. I think it's interesting. Going to give you some tips on when you're missing certain things and you got to do something. I'm going to give you a few tips on using your drill today. We're going to talk about that. Some dust collection, a little bit about cleaning today, and some things that you need to think about. And then we're going to talk a little RV stuff too. We're going to talk about water heaters a little that kind of stuff. We'll talk about ceiling fans and got some stuff for you on adapters and rainwater. And, you could call.
You could.
The
phone works.
Don't be scared.
We used it yesterday. It worked.
It don't matter if you're visiting us. You say, I don't want to talk to nobody. I'll just listen. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But the phone line's open, 865-932-7449, 865-932-7449 for any and all home improvement questions. Doesn't have to be the topic that we're talking about. It can be whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So if we know the answer, we'll tell you. If we don't know the answer, we'll find out.
We'll find out. That's right.
And we'll get that done or find someone who does know.
Mm-hmm.
Short time out. We come back. We're going to pick it up talking about o'clock.
Okay.
O'clock.
Okay.
All right. We're going to talk about o'clock.
Okay.
Rick's House Home Improvement Radio Show right here. We'll be right back.
This is Local News 4. And now for the weather.
Thanks, Jim. Yes, it looks like this summer will be one of the coolest on record.
Oh, really? Where?
At Dollywood Splash Country, the most trusted water park in the Smokies, where you can enjoy more than 20 slides, Tennessee's first water coaster, live music by the wave pool, and more. Just plan your trip at Dollywood.com.
Dollywood. Love every moment.
Hey, y'all, this is Rick Allen, host of Rick's House Home Improvement Radio Show on the road. And let me tell you about my friends at Knoxville Salvage and Old City Kitchens. Joel Popper and the team there have been friends of this program for a long time, and they want to be your friend. Friends, they have got the best cabinets, the best products. You say, Rick, is it seconds? No, everything's first quality. They do have some seconds if you want to get a deal, but not on kitchens and not on about everything they have in the store. So trust me, they're part of our team. They want to be part of your team. And in this environment where building materials are going through the roof, they're going to have the best prices on the best products in Knoxville or anywhere in the surrounding area. Call them today. See them online. KnoxvilleSalvage.com, OldCityKitchens.com. A Rick's House favorite. Hey, y'all, this is Rick Allen, and let me tell you about one of my favorite companies, Top Septic. If you need a new drain field, or maybe you're having a problem with your existing drain field, or maybe the septic tank just needs to be pumped, they are the folks that can handle it for you. They know what they're doing. They're an American-owned company run by a veteran who wants to give you the type of service that you're expecting. Top Septic. Call them today, 865-599-1690. 865-599-1690.
It's a month of mattresses at Foothills Furniture. Closeout prices on select Dutchcraft mattresses with queen sets starting at $6.99 and king sets at only $9.99. Do the kids need a new mattress for the new school year? Foothills Furniture has twin sets starting at only $1.99 and microfiber sheet sets as low as $19.99. And Foothills Furniture now carries spring air mattresses. With multiple options, you're sure to find the perfect mattress at the perfect price. So shop the month of mattress sale for the entire month at Foothills Furniture. Now offering a SEMA leasing. Foothills Furniture, 2509 Newport Highway, Sevierville. And online at foothillsfurniture.net.
Mountain Liquors is now open in Kodak, just off I-40 across from Buc-ee's. We're proud to be Sevier County's largest liquor store, offering local favorites, bulk, and local discounts, and the biggest selection of moonshine, beer, wine, spirits, and premium cigars. Join us for free tastings every Friday and Saturday. Order online for curbside pickup or get delivery through DoorDash and Instacart. Visit mountainliquors.com. Call 865-286-8660. Mountain Liquors, your new favorite stop in the Smokies.
At Rocky Top Ford, we say no. During the summer sales event, it's no interest, no down payment, no payment for 90 days, plus free 24 months maintenance on new Ford F-150s, Escape, Explorer, and Mustangs. No kidding. With Rocky Top, you'll find great people, great value, no confusion, no pull. Zero interest, zero down payment, zero payments for 90 days on select new Fords. Experience no bull pricing today at Rocky Top Ford.
When severe weather strikes, Mix 105.5 is here to provide the latest information with your severe weather alert. Brought to you by Sevier County Electric System. When you change phones, no matter if it's a landline or cell phone, make sure Sevier County Electric System has your new phone number.
Broadcasting from the new Blaylock Company studios of Mix 105.5. The Blaylock Companies, part of East Tennessee's growth since 1962. For all your road construction, ready mix, and building materials, please call 865-453-2808.
This top of the hour is brought to you exclusively by Anakista.
Located in the heart of East Tennessee, where they do full service plumbing and repairs. All Clear Plumbing. Wheeler and Daniel, they know how to get the things right in your house. From a broken water pipe to an emergency repair to a water line installed, or maybe something that you never thought a plumber could do. Who do you call? You call All Clear Plumbing. Talk to Will. It's All Clear Plumbing. Your choice for plumbing. 865-443-7752.
WSEV-FM, Gatlinburg, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge. Tennessee's new mix, 105.5.
WPFT Talk 106.3. Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Sevierville.
Waking up between you and Mama every Saturday morning. Lord, it must be a big old bed. You're listening to Rick's House.
Good Saturday morning to you. Welcome into Rick's House. Thanks for joining us on the program. Hey, your mama and them. Come on in the house.
Oh, howdy.
I'm telling you.
Oh, howdy.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Ron, good to see you, brother. Brian, good to see you. Mama, good to see you in there. Today is a special day for us, but a sad day. But as a Christian, it's a day we have to push through. It is the birthday of our youngest son who passed in a car wreck. And so happy birthday, bud.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, yeah. We'll see him again.
I got a whole lot less time left on this earth than I've already put on here.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the
so
truth?
You think about those things. And,
I don't know.
But, and for all of y'all out there that's lost children or someone special to you, I know you had mom. That's just come up, and that's tough. And, everybody grieves different, and you just got to take one step ahead of the time. That's all you can do.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, yeah.
As Christians, we they're in heaven.
Oh, yeah. Mama's in a much better place than she was at the end of her existence here.
But as a dad or a son or a mama or whatever, it stinks.
Oh, yeah.
Until you get there.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm going to say about that, because I need to be able to continue to talk.
Yeah, exactly right. Yes.
O'clock. Now, I found this interesting. I've got a couple of trivia things today, and then we're going to jump into some home improvement in there too as well. So I got a lot of things going on that I want to share with you. I was so busy this week, had so much going on with the wreck and all that stuff and getting everything done that I had put stuff, when something comes through that I see, I send myself an email.
Yes.
So I got up at 4:00 this morning, woke up. I'm getting to that age where I get up.
Yeah.
And I'm getting that age where I fall asleep in the chair.
Yes. I never made it to the bed last night.
I didn't either. So anyway, I put these things down. So I got up at 4:00 this morning because I woke up.
Yeah.
Because I was hurting.
Mm-hmm.
And the bathroom was calling me.
Nature calling.
Nature was calling. So one of the things I looked at was, we say, well, hey, I'll meet you over at the studio at 8:00. Or, y'all come by for supper at 6:00. And so have you ever wondered where that comes from? the term o'clock. I didn't know. Well, this gave me some information that I thought was pretty interesting, and I love history. My wife loves history. We're always working on learning something, and so a certain hour, and so it came from the part of it that says we shortened it from the phrase 6 of the clock. So instead of saying 6 of the clock, we say 6 o'clock.
Yes.
And now we have fun terms like beer o'clock.
Beer o'clock.
Soggy bottom atop.
Yeah.
Soggy dollar. Soggy bottom is no good.
No soggy, no soggy bottom.
No soggy bottom. No. Soggy. That's a soggy bottom, boys.
I've got one for you. I did the morning show with Steve Harford here for a week while Jay was on vacation. And all of a sudden, it was about 9:30. He goes, "Oh, it's pancake 30 o'clock." What are you talking about? Everybody going to get their pancakes at 9:30. I said, "Well, you're probably about right."
Oh, that's
God.
great. So we have all these nicknames for o'clock.
O'clock, yes.
But here's the home improvement history part of it.
Okay.
Did you know that it, like I said, it's the shorten the phrase of the clock. That's what they used to say.
Mm-hmm.
It's 9 of the clock.
9 of the clock. As they adjust their ascot.
Correct.
Yes.
So the phrase o'clock started around 1384.
Oh, wow.
Now, I try to get that in my brain. 1384.
Mm-hmm.
Because mechanical clocks in Europe came to fruition sometime between 1270 and 1300. That's when they began using mechanical clocks. Before that, it was sundials or shadow clocks, some people call them. So in northern Italy and in Germany, between 1270 and 1300, depending on the region you were, they came up with the mechanical clock in church towers.
Yes, for the chimes, the bells.
For the bells.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Now we got history
Here
going
we go.
on.
Yeah. Dung, dung, dung.
And so, and it was 3 bells, 4 bells, So it was either 6 bells or 6 o'clock or, and so those phrases came about. And of course, I just thought that was really interesting. And of course, as it's progressed, we got a clock on everything now on your phone, on your computer, on whatever. But I just thought that was a pretty interesting piece of history. In my brain, when I think about 1270, I don't think of clocks.
No,
that doesn't. Can you imagine what an invention that was for that
exactly.
time? I mean, you're Fred Flintstone looking at your sundial,
eating your brontosaurus
burger, and then now you've got a mechanical clock that keeps time.
Wow,
that's pretty neat.
Pretty neat stuff. We got a caller, believe it or not.
Who is it? Is it Brother Brian?
It's Brother Brian.
Well, let's bring him on and see what he's harping about this morning. Brother Brian, good morning. How be ye in Lacey, Washington?
Hey, good morning, sir. Thanks for taking my call.
Oh, yeah. I want you to write that number down so you'll have it.
I got it written down, and it's in the memory of my cell phone under Uncle Rickster.
Uncle Rickster, that would be me. Okay, so y'all don't have Cracker Barrels out there, do you?
Oh, let's not get started on that. Let's not get started on that today.
We'll talk about that later.
Lord.
So what's going on this morning, brother? It's good to hear your voice.
Ed, thanks for taking my call. I really appreciate it. And Skippy was super nice on the phone. And I promised him I wouldn't talk about his favorite midget wrestler. So I'm not going to bring that up.
We'll be live at Micro Wrestling.
Oh, my gosh.
Live at Micro Wrestling on the 4th. Oh, my gosh. And I don't know who the wrestlers are going to be yet, so I'm going to have to find out. And then there'll be their marketing guy, and I don't know who's coming with him, on the show on the 6th. And we have to be term appropriate, little people.
Little people. Yes.
That's outstanding. I was had a quick question for you in regards to I guess it's called grout sealant around the windows. What?
Well,
I
it wouldn't be
noticed
grout.
on,
It wouldn't be grout, but it'd be caulk, and it could be a different.
Okay.
It'd be different types of caulk. Yeah. Now, because anything that moves, you can't put grout against it, because if it expands and contracts, the grout would break out. So yeah, it'd be caulk, my brother.
So my question is, what can you give me the name of the best brand to buy?
I can.
For my house?
I've got it wrote down because I can't never remember it. It's a commercial grade. There's one called NovaFlex. That's really, really good. But what you want to look for, and I don't know how much it'll be out west, because there'll be more there than it is here. But what you're looking for is, used to we used 100% silicone, which there's really not anything it's 100% silicone, but it's almost 100% silicone. Mm-hmm. We used a silicone caulk, but you can't paint that. So if you use clear caulk, it's clear caulk. Okay. Then there's a siliconized caulk. And I like, for just plain old siliconized caulk, which is affordable for interior, I like DAP for interior spaces, because you can paint that. But there's also a polyurethane caulk that it works the same as siliconized caulk, but you can paint it, but it doesn't have shiny spots in it. Silicone will have shiny spots in it. So in other words, it'll be, it's not consistent when you look at it. It shines in places, and it's flat in places, and it's all those kinds of things. I'll have to go back in my brain or in my notes to pull the name of that caulk that we used. It's a professional caulk that we used in windows, and that stuff's going to cost you. For instance, you can buy a tube of siliconized caulk, which is acrylic latex caulk is what it is, and it's siliconized, so it has silicone properties in it, but it's acrylic latex, and a 30, 40-year exterior, or I use it on the interior, that's going to cost you about $4 or so a tube. The premium caulks are going to cost you $12 to $15 a tube. But they're going to last forever.
Well worth it.
Yeah, it's well worth it. And and the thing about it is, Brian, if you do this yourself, the one mistake that everybody in the whole world makes, I put in a lot of windows, and I had a guy that was on another crew that worked with me when I first started, and I'm telling you, he was a machine. It looked like a machine had caulked that window when he got done with it. And he told me the secret. The secret is, we all, if you look at the end of the caulk tube, it has notches on it that says, 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, for the size bead that you need to put out there. You don't want to cut your caulk gun big. You want to cut it at the very smallest point, and you want to cut that on a 45-degree angle. Because what happens is that caulk has to be spread to bond. So once you put it on there, you've got to take and wet that finger, or use a caulk spreading tool with a little water on it to smooth that caulk down, because that's what causes it to bond. If you get too much caulk on there, then it spreads, and you will have a mess. It'll look like you've caulked, like how they caulk urinals in men's bathrooms in Taco Bell or McDonald's or wherever in commercial buildings. You just get too much, and so you're wasting a lot of caulk. And I'm not picking on Taco Bell or McDonald's. That just came out before I realized it. So the key is less caulk, even if you have to go back over it, is less caulk applied as you're caulking. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Real quickly, did Skip just walk off the job because you were beaten up on Taco Bell?
No.
Skip's a ova pescatarian.
I'm an ova pescatarian. I don't eat meat.
Except for seafood. Yeah.
That's okay, because there's bean and rice burritos.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there is, but my colon doesn't agree sometimes.
So to put it in terms that I think are good for you, if you're putting that new gasket like they were putting on my pan on the bottom of my transmission yesterday, if you put too much, if you're making a gasket or you're putting your sealant on there for your gasket and you put too much, what happens? When you put the pan, It does, and it goes everywhere. And then you got a great old big mess that you're trying to clean up, and you no, a dab will do you. is the secret for that.
Is there such a thing as in cars we can put a dye in the oil and then run the engine for a while and then turn on a light and be able to see where the leak are coming from?
Sure.
Is there something like that for windows?
No, the way we do that is, are we worried about draft, or are we worried about water infiltration? Both.
It looks water is my concern right now.
Okay. The way that typically the old school way of doing that is to take a candle and make sure all your air conditioning's off and everything. There's no fans on and nothing like that, and just go real slow. Light the candle and just go real slow and see if it flickers. If it flickers, we're getting a draft in there. If we're getting a draft, we're getting water in there. Okay.
Got it.
Or you're going to see signs of discoloration where the water goes, just like you would in a ceiling. And the water's going to pull up. Now, it may be running in and running down the wall. But if you've sealed it with caulk and then used a caulk spreading tool or used your finger or whatever, and it's bonded to both sides, then you're good to go. But there's not really nothing that I'm aware of for that. I mean, we do the same thing with, it's just like checking a tire for a leak. We spray it and see if it bubbles. But there's not enough force typically to do that around the window itself.
Okay. And I'm not sure if I caught this. Is a clear caulk okay to buy?
Sure.
Versus the white one?
Of course.
They're basically the same then?
They are. I mean, it's either acrylic latex or it's siliconized. It's either acrylic latex that's siliconized, or it's silicone, or it's polyurethane caulk, which is the better one. And now some clear caulks are. Let me rephrase these. Some caulks go on clear and turn white, or if you got tan, or if you got brown, or if you got they're caulking colors to match your window as well. But yeah, that's personal preference what color you use. Now the other thing is, if you've got an issue where you think you've got water, like say a bathroom window, where you're getting a lot of moisture, or the window in the kitchen, you want to make sure that you use a caulk that is for bathrooms and kitchens, because it has a microbial agent in it that helps prevent mold and mildew.
Okay.
I
didn't know this. This is a lot of information that is not out there. You walk into Home Depot and you just look for the name brand on the aisle, and you pick it up and you just walk and pay for it and walk out. But I had no idea the different colors you're talking about, etc.
Yeah. And typically the more expensive it is, the better quality it is, typically, when you look at caulk. The other thing is when you're caulking, if there's existing caulk there and it'll come loose, take it loose. Because that we don't put good over bad if we can help it.
Yeah.
Right, and I totally get that. I'm not seeing kind of a problem, but I'm being a little OCD looking around my windows and things like that, because I just a couple of years ago, thanks to you and your great advice and Home Depot, we had my whole house done with brand new windows.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I talked to that young man that helped you with that.
Yeah, and so you're just a little hypersensitive, when you had that done, and then I'm seeing actual TV commercials called pop out or pop in windows. Have you heard that?
We use a different term. We use a term. The typical term that we use here is called tilt in, but there is a pop out window. That's a new thing. Let me rephrase that. It's new to us in the States. They've done it in Europe for years, where the window actually you turn a handle and it pops out or comes in, much like the old the old schoolhouse windows. Because when there was no air conditioning in school, so the window had to turn a handle turned like you would turn a file cabinet door, and pushed it out so that when it was raining, it could still have ventilation because the water came down and hit the window glass and then shed itself off. Otherwise, you'd have been even hotter than you was because when I was going to school, we didn't have any air conditioning. When I was in elementary school, I mean, and then we got fans, and we thought it was that Jesus had come and during the night and gave us some relief. And of course, you couldn't wear shorts. Oh, heaven forbid! You didn't have some blue jeans on in there, but there is a pop out window or a pop in window. Yes, there is, but that typically has to do with the function of it. It doesn't have a crank. It just has a handle that turns and you push or pull. I would prefer.
This is great.
I would prefer push.
Great information.
I would prefer push over pull, because then if you're pulling the window in, now if it's a double hung or single hung and it's tilting in, that's one thing. But if it's a pop out window, then if I'm pushing out, that means when I pull it back in, it's sealing against a flange with weather stripping. So think about this. Do you have sliding doors in your house, or French doors, or do you have sliding doors only, or French doors, or do you have any of those kinds of doors in your house?
Nope, just old school walk-in doors and walk-out doors.
Okay. Well, think about that. Your front door, for instance, it swings in most likely.
Yes, it does.
Okay. So that means that when it closes, that you're dependent on the weather stripping that it's bumping and the flange that it's the weather stripping that it's bumping up against and the flange that it's bumping up against. But think about what happens when you get a 40 mile per hour wind. If your lock's not adjusted right, your door's moving a little. Now we have air coming around it.
Yes, that's very true.
So if it was an outswing door, the harder the wind blows, the tighter the seal gets. So in sliding glass doors now, most manufacturers make the sliding panel, and still in some doors is on the inside, and the fixed panel is on the outside, and you're dependent upon weather stripping. So when the wind blows, if there's a problem with the lock at all, you're getting a little wind around it. But if the sliding panel's on the outside, the harder the wind blows and the rain blows, the tighter the seal gets.
Gotcha. I mean, that makes total sense, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. But yeah, that's my recommendation. I want to say it's called Siroflex, Siroflex, and there's also that one I told you called Nova, Novi.
Got it.
Flex. Mm-hmm. And there's another one, and I don't know where I put it. I just can't never remember. I don't use it enough. I just when I go to the store, I see it and I recognize it because but I don't use it enough to remember it. Welcome to my late 50s.
Trust me, I'm 63. I'm past due.
Yeah, I just turned 57, so yeah, I got it. I know it's up in there somewhere. It's just where it's filed up in there, Now I'll be driving down the road this afternoon, going home, and it'll pop into my brain, and I'll have to send you a text.
Yep, we're welcome to do that. Hey, I just before I let you go, a friend of mine that lives in Texas,
mm-hmm.
and she was telling me that her and her husband, their house was built in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And they live in a nice homeowner association, and they wanted what they call that walk-in bathtub. You've seen those commercials?
Yep.
Do you have any idea what they charge?
They range. There is a huge range on that, depending upon how fancy that tub is. Now, depending on what kind of tub shower that they have. If they have a tub shower unit, like if it was built in the 90s, and let's say it's an Aqua Glass, which is the most prominent bathtub that's out there. Aqua Glass was kind of the way to go. if it's fiberglass even if it's steel, if it's cast iron, whatever it is, there's a company called Miracle Method. You've heard me talk about them on the show, and they can actually come out there and take their existing tub and make it a passover where they cut the tub and apply a cap in there that allows you to step through and shut it, and that's a pretty inexpensive as far as that goes, and to do that's around $2,000. But I would imagine that you could spend anywhere from if you're talking about putting one of those walk-in showers in, I would imagine you're talking $3,000 to $4,000 up to $10,000, depending on what you wanted it to do.
I know I'm watching you on YouTube, so you are sitting down, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, $28,000.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider. Oh.
You got it, Red Rider.
That's right. If it costs $28,000, I'm driving it. or it's the motor going in your hot rod.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when she was, and her husband were telling me. I said, "Wait a minute, your house was built in the '90s?" And she goes, "Yes." And this was they got the information from a commercial, what they see on TV. And I won't say anything about who the company is or whatever. It was like, I said, "You sure you mean 2,800? No,
Yeah, no. No, if it does that, it should wash you and stand up and blow you dry and comb your hair and shave you for $28,000.
Skippy's got a midget that does that.
Oh, now easy.
Easy.
Don't talk about my boy like that. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, Uncle Ricky, I wanted to tell you, you look like you're doing outstanding in your weight loss on looking at the video.
I appreciate that.
You're doing that.
I'm still losing. It's a lot slower now than it was. I actually have an appointment in October to talk about this. As you lose this weight, your skin is stretched, and so I have you end up with this big thing around your waist that you're carrying around like a sack of taters. And so we're going to look about getting that cut off, and that's probably 30, 40 pounds of just skin and very little fat left in it. So, but if I get that off, I might look normal again. But yeah, I'm still dropping, brother. Last time I was at the doctor, I'd lost another 20 pounds. So, and the surgery, I can't recommend, Dr. Elias Ortiz in Mexico enough. I mean, of course, he's board certified in the States and works in California too. But I mean, it's changed my whole life. And had a guy was asking me about it yesterday. When they used to they'd go in and do the lap band surgery, and they'd put it around your stomach, and then, but it's possible to stretch that if you overeat. When they did mine, they did the gastric sleeve, and so they removed, I guess, 80% of my stomach, and it's gone. And then they take and they wrap what's it's shaped. My stomach, it doesn't look like a regular stomach, which looks like like one of those cartoon bubbles over the head of somebody in the cartoons. That's what your stomach looks like. Mine looks like a banana, and it holds about 6 to 8 ounces. But they wrap that in titanium, and so it becomes part of the skin. So there's no way to stretch it. I mean, you either if I eat too much, it's coming back up or back out. And it's not fun. So I should never have to have that revised or anything done to it, as long as you treat it right. But you're not going to stretch it. It just ain't going to happen. I mean, imagine a piece of titanium screen wrapped around that whole stomach area. It ain't going nowhere.
Right. And on top of it,
and since it's titanium, I can walk through metal detectors.
Yes.
The one thing that I've learned about losing weight right now is stay away from them taco trucks.
Man,
we got taco trucks everywhere, and man, their food is so good. I mean, you buy a super burrito, pork, It's got avocados, all that great stuff.
Stop
in it.
talking
It weighs-
dirty on the air. Killing me.
Oh heck,
Man, you know I like some good Mexican food. You know I do. I just don't.
Oh, man,
I just don't eat much. I mean, I mean how big the portions are. I mean, if one street taco, I'm full. That's it.
Me and the wife, when we go out to the taco truck or Mexican food now, we just order a plate and we share it because
That's what we do. And we have plenty
so much
left
food.
over. Oh yeah, it's good to go, brother. I gotta go to timeout. Thank you for calling me.
Hey, and thank you for everything, Rick. I really appreciate your expert advice. And Skippy, thanks for getting me on the radio.
you're welcome, brother. Good to hear
You
from
got
you.
it. Take care, my brother.
Thank you, sir.
You got it. We're going to take that next time out to hear from those folks like Knox Trail Salvage and Old City Kitchens and our friends at Top Septic, where, man, they make it happen. Cozy Mountain Cabins and more. You're listening to Rick's House on MIXX1055.com or talk1063.com.
Yes.
Or on Facebook or on the Facebook. Or YouTube or wherever else you may be finding this. Finally got all that fixed yesterday. I need to tell you a story about that. When we come back, we've already talked about clocks, but I'm going to give you some tips that'll help you with the use of your drill. If you've got some projects coming up, we're going to tell you some things that'll help you, especially if you don't have things that you're looking for. So we're going to tell you what that is when we come back. You're listening to Rick's House. Hang on, y'all.
This is Local News 4. And now for the weather.
Thanks, Jim. Yes, it looks like this summer will be one of the coolest on record.
Oh, really? Where?
At Dollywood Splash Country, the most trusted water park in the Smokies, where you can enjoy more than 20 slides, Tennessee's first water coaster, live music by the wave pool, and more. Just plan your trip at Dollywood.com.
Dollywood. Love every moment.
Hey, y'all, this is Rick Allen, host of Rick's House Home Improvement Radio Show on the road. And let me tell you about my friends at Knox Trail Salvage and Old City Kitchens. Joel Piper and the team there have been friends of this program for a long time, and they want to be your friend. Friends, they have got the best cabinets, the best products. You say, Rick, is it seconds? No, everything's first quality. They do have some seconds if you want to get a deal, but not on kitchens and not on about everything they have in the store. So trust me, they're part of our team. They want to be part of your team. And in this environment where building materials are going through the roof, they're going to have the best prices on the best products in Knoxville or anywhere in the surrounding area. Call them today. See them online. KnoxtrailSalvage.com, OldCityKitchens.com. A Rick's House favorite. Hey, y'all, this is Rick Allen, and let me tell you about one of my favorite companies, Top Septic. If you need a new drain field, or maybe you're having a problem with your existing drain field, or maybe the septic tank just needs to be pumped, they are the folks that can handle it for you. They know what they're doing. They're an American-owned company run by a veteran who wants to give you the type of service that you're expecting. Top Septic. Call them today, 865-599-1690. 865-599-1690.
Looking for the perfect storage solution? Highway 66 Climate and Mini Storage is the area's premier self-storage facility. Located next to the Home Depot at the Allensville Square Center in Sevierville, we offer climate-controlled and non-climate-controlled units, plus indoor RV and boat storage. Enjoy top-notch amenities like 24-hour surveillance and 3 covered unloading zones. Need to unload a tractor-trailer or a truck? We have a loading dock too. Sign up today and get 1 month free plus a complimentary True Shine car wash. Highway 66 Climate and Mini Storage, the perfect solution for your storage needs.
Looking for a great deal on a newer used vehicle? Head to Stinnett Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Newport, Tennessee. Just a short drive from Sevierville on West Highway 2570. We've got over 100 pre-owned vehicles with a wide selection of makes and models, all at low prices. Plus, we're clearing out space for 2025 models. So now's the time to save big. Financing available for all credit types. Don't miss out. Come to Stinnett Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Newport today. Stinnett Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, West Highway 2570 Newport. Your next ride is waiting.
Mountain Liquors is now open in Kodak, just off I-40 across from Buc-ee's. We're proud to be Sevier County's largest liquor store, offering local favorites, bulk, and local discounts, and the biggest selection of moonshine, beer, wine, spirits, and premium cigars. Join us for free tastings every Friday and Saturday. Order online for curbside pickup or get delivery through DoorDash and Instacart. Visit mountainliquors.com. Call 865-286-8660. Mountain Liquors, your new favorite stop in the Smokies.
Every Friday in August is hotter at Sexy Stuff with exclusive offers, surprise savings, and rewards that keep you coming back. Join Sexy Stuff Rewards and shop in-store or online at sexystuff.com. Sexy Stuff, where pleasure never takes a day off. Sexy Stuff, we've got the stuff.
31 years. It is hard to believe that I have been selling real estate here in Sevier County and Douglas Lake for 31 years. Call me, Terry Williams, RE/MAX Preferred Properties, 865-556-4111 or 392-5885.
Located in the heart of East Tennessee, where they do full service plumbing and repairs. All Clear Plumbing. Wheeler and Daniel, they know how to get the things right in the house. From a broken water pipe to an emergency repair to a water line install, or maybe something that you never thought a plumber could do. Who do you call? You call All Clear Plumbing. Talk to Will's All Clear Plumbing, your choice for plumbing. 865-443-7752. Skip.
Oh, good Saturday morning to you. Welcome back to Rick's House. Thanks for joining us on the program. You know, I've been wanting to, you know, I have all this music and music by Epidemic Sound.
Epidemic Sound.
I have all this stuff that I've been wanting to add new music.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the music we got.
I do too. I do
know?
too. I mean,
so I'm hesitant, you know, to change it up because it's just
we got some thumping, we got some bluegrass, we got some heavy, we got some chill, we got
I mean it's but they do a great job, and that's the best service that I've had of all the ones that I've paid for over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of that, last week we had nightmare trying to get online. And you know, and I'm trying to make a payment and everything, and you know, and it wouldn't take a payment, it wouldn't do anything, and you know, and of course, you know, I checked it the night before. Of course, they wait till you get ready to start the show, and then it says, "Oh, you've exceeded your amount of streaming." No, I didn't exceed my amount of streaming. I paid to be able to stream as much as I want to.
That's right. That's right.
And
gosh,
so Monday, I was checking my balance.
Mm-hmm.
And there was the little payment, just like normal.
Ain't that something?
Ain't that something?
Ain't that
special?
Bless it.
So, you know, of course, and you can't talk to a human.
No,
no humans. You can chat with our assistant. Our automated assistant. I won't talk to no automated assistant. I had some fun with the telemarketers this week.
Oh, man.
I was in a special kind of mood anyway. Told the car, Mama broke her collarbone.
No.
You know, they're deers. They're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
I must be the deer attractor.
You must be.
My wife said, "You're the deer whisperer." I said, "I'm going to be the deer killer."
Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my.
Oh, my goodness. But, yeah, I had some special times with our friends, the telemarketers this week.
Oh my gosh!
You know, have you got them calls from the president's people yet? Are you getting those? about all the new programs that are available?
No, I have a home phone, but I have it turned off.
Yeah,
And there's an answering machine with it, but the answering machine is digital through my provider, and I have to want to check it, and I don't.
I know.
Yeah.
You know, I start my conversations like this when I see a phone number that I mean, I've got a spam thing on my cell phone because I get a lot of spam, just like everybody else does.
Spam.
But sometimes they sneak one through on you, and I never know who it is. It could be somebody that I don't know who it is, and that needs to talk to me, even if it's out of state, depending on, you know, because we've done a lot of things across the country, and so this is the way I answer the phone. Hello. How may I assist you? That's my new term. How may I assist you? You're with whom? Oh, no, he died.
No, no. Oh, no, Ricky.
And then sometimes I answer the phone like this. Hello?
Howdy do, howdy do.
You know, just depending on the mood I may be in. Because if they're going to AI me, it's going to say, hello, hey, hey. I'm glad you called.
I'm so glad you called. I've been waiting to hear
that
from you.
Warranty, I've been worried to death about that warranty.
So we got a call here one time about your extended warranty on your vehicle. I said, obviously, you've not seen the vehicle here.
Absolutely. You know, and it's like, you know, come on. I don't have time for that mess.
I ain't got time.
I ain't got no. Nobody got no time for that.
Oh, my gosh, people.
So, all right, back to the show notes.
Yes.
Drill tips. Cordless drills, you know, everybody asks me, well, Rick, well, what kind of... Oh, my gosh, Bob, how are you doing?
I wonder what that pause was.
Good to see you there. I had to read. It takes me a minute. I didn't have my glasses on. No, Roz is a former producer of mine, and she has moved to another state and is doing very well. So now we have Skip, who's the best in the business, and and we've had good ones. Now Roz was fantastic, and you know, I've had many good producers, and happy to have them all. But Skip does a great job for us, and we appreciate that. That being said, where was it? Oh. Tips for drills. And I get a lot of people that ask me, you know, Rick, what kind of drill should I buy? You know, what kind of tools do you buy? Well, that question is regulated by how often do you use the tool?
Yeah.
Now, for me personally, if I'm going to buy a tool and I'm going to be using it, if I'm working every day, that's a different tool.
Yes, absolutely.
If that tool helps me make a living, that's a different tool. That's a different price budget. You know, I'm going to have a Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to have a Bosch.
Yeah.
I'm going to have, you know, sometimes DeWalt, which is really just Black & Decker now.
Yeah.
You know, those are the kinds of tools I'm looking at. Now, for myself, because I don't use them every day anymore like I used to, I've been a fan of Ryobi.
Yeah.
Because they have, some people say Ryobi, I say Ryobi, because they have a 3-year warranty.
Yeah.
And
nice.
and it's a good product. Does the job I need done.
Yeah, I have some of those products.
And they have a battery one system that you can swap batteries through the different tools. A lot of companies do that now.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Harbor Freight tools.
Yeah.
And you know, Chicago Tool is one that they sell that's really reasonable. And here's the deal on that. In my experience, this is my opinion.
Yes.
And you're entitled to accept it or not.
That's right.
But with a Chicago Tool, you either get a dandy or you get a lemon. I mean, that's just the way it is, you know. So for me, it depends on if this is something. I'll give you a prime example. When I was doing home improvements, I did not have one day with me. I didn't have a hand planer with me. You know, I didn't have a hand plane, and I was in a situation where I needed to plane a door. Because the door opening, it was a historic house, and the door opening was out of square. Yeah. And so I needed to cut the bottom of the door and the top of the door to accommodate it, to make it fit. Because short of jacking the house up and rebuilding it from 1930, you're not going to do that.
No,
you're not going to do that. So I was thinking, well, I don't really want to spend, I don't have time to go back and, I was an hour away from the house and pick up one of my tools. I'm not going to buy a duplicate tool that I already have. So, and really what I needed was an electric hand planer.
Sure.
So I thought, well, you can rent one, you can rent one, or you can, go buy one.
Yeah.
So there's a Harbor Freight close to me. So I ran over there at lunchtime because I was doing some other stuff there. And I bought a Chicago Tool electric hand planer.
50-50 shot.
And back then it was like $15.
Yeah.
I bought that thing, took it back to the job, worked beautifully. I had that electric hand planer from Chicago Tools for over 20 years.
Wow. Nice.
And everybody I know borrowed it, and everybody I know used it.
Wow.
And I don't know where it is now because somebody borrowed it, kept it.
It's probably the same person that's got your rake, got the
shovel.
Got the shovel.
And, at one point, I actually just was keeping a log.
Who had what?
Who had what? Like the library card. Those tools are expensive.
Tools, yeah, they are.
Now, back in the day when we were, blowing and going and doing all that stuff, we and I don't do much of this anymore, but I should. The manufacturers would send me tools to review.
Yes.
And if you did the review and wrote an article, then they gave you the tool. And so after I had built up my tool collection, then the next thing I did was I would give them away on the show.
Oh, wow. Very good.
If I've got an electric hand planer, I don't need another one. So we would run a contest and give it to listeners. We're going to try to reenact that. I've got some stuff coming up from the electric mower people. It's is it Ergo? ERGO?
Might be.
Yeah, you see them at Home Depot and Lowe's and so forth. And I also have someone who works for the Skill Corporation.
Make circular saws.
Circular saws, correct. And their parent company is Chevron, but not Chevron Oil. It's Chevron Tools.
Yes.
And so we need to start doing that. Once I've find all the tools that my children have left in the yard and the barn, all those kinds of things. Brother Tim Burchett could take a metal detector and go over to my yard up at the farm and have a field day finding tools. Yeehaw. I want to put that Bigfoot statue up so bad. It's coming. That's what happens when a redneck gets money.
That's right.
First thing popped in my head. I got a little money in on some stuff I was doing. First thing popped in my head. I can buy that Bigfoot thing now.
Oh, the priorities in life.
So back to that. So I buy a tool based on what the need is, longevity, and cost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I would have spent $15 in gas, not to mention my time to go back and get the one I already had. So I thought, well, I'll just buy another one. If it works for this one job,
yeah,
I'm good to go.
Good to go. That's right.
And so it's worked out well for me.
That's awesome.
And then Harbor Freight's come out with a line of tools that is really good in their drills and Bauer, Bauer, it's a good product. And so you lose some features. You lose some of the. Like the chuck on the drill is a little harder to hold. The rubber's not as soft where you can really grip it and those kinds of things. But, if I'm just using this every once in a while, that's fine. Couple things about using your drill. Have you ever been drilling overhead?
I try not to. That's like running a chainsaw above your head.
Exactly.
No,
and you're getting all that dust back in you. Once you get the appropriate bit in the drill, just take you a Dixie cup. Poke your drill bit through the Dixie cup.
Son of a gun.
With the open side toward the top.
Son of a gun.
Now we're drilling, and all the chat, as they call it, goes into the Dixie cup.
Dude,
Is that Rick's house tip for you? I stole that one, but it works.
Oh my goodness! Never thought that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just a little Dixie cup like you got in the bathroom for the children after they brush their teeth
and to rinse their mouth. Yeah.
But you drill a bit right through there, you're good to go. If you're drilling with a paddle bit, go bigger. Styrofoam cup.
Son of a gun.
Now, if you're at Skip's house, you have to get a red Solo cup.
No, I don't have no. In my
no, you have a personalized.
No, in my house, it's all Tervis tumblers.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Golly.
So there's a good tip for you. Also, one of the things that we think about is when we're drilling is knowing the depth that you want to go.
Yes.
So,
how far can you go?
How far can you go? Couple quick ways to do that. A lot of folks will put a little masking tape on, a little painter's tape on there. And when you get to the top of the tape, you know you've drilled far enough.
Yeah.
Or actually, it should be the bottom of the tape because the tape will come off and that gets in the way of the bit.
Yeah.
So when the bottom of the tape gets level with the top of the surface, then you know you've reached the proper depth.
Yeah.
Now they make gauges that'll go on your drill, especially hammer drills that you can put on there that stop you. That's a gauge that stops you. You can do that. The quickest way to do it, if you're using a paddle bit, especially, is just a Sharpie.
Yeah.
Just take a Sharpie and draw your line.
Yeah.
For your depth.
Yeah.
There you are.
Yeah. My golly.
Now, do you know how to remove a permanent marker from like a dry erase board or from like your washing machine? Or, say Junior gets in there and he's doing his artwork on there. Do you know how to take what will take a permanent marker off most things?
Hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer works.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what's better.
What's better?
A dry erase marker.
Go over the permanent with a dry erase.
You go over the permanent with a dry erase, and they'll come right off.
I'll be. Because something in that reacts with something in the other and breaks it down.
That's right. You don't get that anywhere but on Rick's house.
I tell you what, listen to this stuff today.
I'm on a roll.
You're rolling.
I'm rolling, baby. Rolling.
Roll Tide,
Roll
War
Tide,
Eagle.
Go Vols, War Eagle.
There you go.
So, yeah, the Dixie Cup Dust Collection.
Son of a gun.
Tape or Sharpie on it. Now, let's say, what's the most difficult bit to keep, drill bit, what's the most difficult bit for me to keep in the toolbox, in the bit box, sharpened and not broken?
Concrete bit?
Nope.
No. Okay. The littlest one.
Sharp one problem.
Yeah.
The concrete bit, masonry bits are hard to keep sharp.
But the littlest one?
No. The littlest one.
The littlest one, yeah.
You think about that. If you think about it, you got a little 1/8 inch bit in there. That sucker gets hot. You let your bit get hot, it's broke.
It's broke. Yeah.
It's broke. So we're out on a project. We got a piece of trim. We're putting on the door right over at the miter. We got to nail it right there. If you put that finish nail in there, it's that sharp point. It's going to bust that trim.
Yeah.
Then you got to put corking on it, and it looks like dog.
Looks like dog, yes, with that corking on it. Yeah.
So you got a couple things that you can do. The first thing is, if you have to drive a nail at the edge of wood, the first thing you need to do is turn the nail upside down, take your hammer and flatten the point.
Oh, yeah.
That will help with splitting.
Yes, it will.
Okay. But let's say it's really delicate and we've got to have a pilot hole.
Get you started hole.
Get you started hole.
Yeah.
So let's say we're going to use a number 6 finish nail.
Okay.
Okay. Well, then we take a number 4 or a number 6, because if we're going into wood, and we take our side cutters and we clip the head off, and then we chuck that into our cordless drill, and you now have a hardened pilot hole bit. You follow me?
I'm following you.
So you got a finish nail.
Yeah.
Clip the head off where the hammer hits it.
Yeah.
Chuck it in your drill bit.
Yeah.
That's your drill bit. Chuck it in your electric or your cordless drill. You now have a hardened drill bit to make a pilot hole.
Son of a gun. Son of a gun.
Talk to me, Daddy.
Look at that. Yeah.
The information's flowing.
My
this
goodness.
morning.
You only get that from Rick's House
That's
Radio.
what I'm talking about.
I'm telling you. Holy cow. I'm still getting over the Dixie Cup thing.
That one right there got you. Your eyes lit up. They lit up like you was at the Soggy Dog.
I did. And they're going,
wait, no, what's that sandwich you eat there? The
mahi. Oh, God.
yeah.
Black and mahi sandwich.
Black and
Oh, from the Soggy Shack.
Easy, youngins, easy.
Dang. Oh, and then those mahi tacos over on St. John from the High Tide.
Come on.
Oh,
talk to me, brother. Talk to me. That's what I'm talking about. All right, well, we're behind on timeouts, I think, aren't we?
We are.
We're really behind on timeouts. So let's take that next time out and let you hear from some of those folks that bring in this program, like our friends at Top Septic, Knoxville Salvage, Cozy Mountain Cabins, and many, many more, All Clear Plumbing. And then when we come back, we're going to jump over to White Vinegar.
Hey, here we go.
And uncaulked toilets on the program.
Uncaulked toilets, okay.
On the program today. And Little People Wrestling.
There you go.
It's all going to be good. I can't. I'm so excited.
I know you are.
I just wish you could go.
I know. I wish I could too, but I got.
I know you got football.
Yeah, I got Carson Newman that night. Yeah, I can't go.
It's all right. I'll send you the video.
I guarantee it. Or you'll stop by here on the way home.
Hey,
I'll be here.
Look at this.
Awesome.
So that's going to be good stuff. It's Rick's house. It's Saturday morning. MIXX1055.com, talk1063.com, and everywhere else. Not yet, but we're working on it. It's Rick's house. Hang on.
This is Local News 4. And now for the weather.
Thanks, Jim. Yes, it looks like this summer will be one of the coolest on record.
Oh, really? Where?
At Dollywood Splash Country, the most trusted water park in the Smokies, where you can enjoy more than 20 slides, Tennessee's first water coaster, live music by the wave pool, and more. Just plan your trip at Dollywood.com.
Dollywood. Love every moment.
Hey, y'all, this is Rick Allen, host of Rick's House Home Improvement Radio Show on the road. Let me tell you about my friends at Knoxville Salvage and Old City Kitchens. Joel Popper and the team there have been friends of this program for a long time, and they want to be your friend. Friends, they have got the best cabinets, the best products. You say, Rick, is it seconds? No, everything's first quality. They do have some seconds if you want to get a deal, but not on kitchens and not on about everything they have in the store. So trust me, they're part of our team. They want to be part of your team. And in this environment where building materials are going through the roof, they're going to have the best prices on the best products in Knoxville or anywhere in the surrounding area. Call them today. See them online. KnoxvilleSalvage.com, OldCityKitchens.com. A Rick's House favorite. Hey, y'all, this is Rick Allen, and let me tell you about one of my favorite companies, Top Septic. If you need a new drain field, or maybe you're having a problem with your existing drain field, or maybe the septic tank just needs to be pumped, they are the folks that can handle it for you. They know what they're doing. They're an American-owned company run by a veteran who wants to give you the type of service that you're expecting. Top Septic. Call them today, 865-599-1690. 865-599-1690.
This August, Fridays just got a whole lot hotter at Sexy Stuff. Every Friday brings something new, exclusive offers, surprise savings, and rewards that keep you coming back for more. Join the Sexy Stuff Rewards program and earn points while you play. Shop in-store or online with fast, easy pickup. Every Friday gets hotter, only at Sexy Stuff, where pleasure never takes a day off. Find us on Highway 66 in Sevierville or at sexystuff.com. Sexy Stuff. We've got the stuff.
Summertime and the savings are easy on Milwaukee tools at Napa Auto Parts on the Parkway in Sevierville. Save up to 26% on Milwaukee half-inch socket sets, just $69.99. Get a Milwaukee Red Lithium USB Rover pivoting floodlight or pocket floodlight, your choice, $49.99. A Milwaukee M18 Fuel 3/8-inch mid-torque impact wrench with friction ring, just $249. And there's more great savings on Milwaukee tools at Napa Auto Parts on the Parkway in Sevierville.
Know-how.
It's a month of mattresses at Foothills Furniture. Closeout prices on select Dutchcraft mattresses with queen sets starting at $6.99 and king sets at only $9.99. Do the kids need a new mattress for the new school year? Foothills Furniture has twin sets starting at only $1.99 and microfiber sheet sets as low as $19.99. And Foothills Furniture now carries spring air mattresses. With multiple options, you're sure to find the perfect mattress at the perfect price. So shop the month of mattress sale for the entire month at Foothills Furniture. Now offering us email leasing. Foothills Furniture, 2509 Newport Highway, Sevierville, and online at foothillsfurniture.net.
When you need to replace an engine or transmission, trust Rick's Service Center on the Parkway in Sevierville and Jasper Engines and Transmissions. Here's another reason to choose Jasper. It's their commitment to continuous improvement. Their investment in research and development, product updates, and remanufacturing processes means Jasper provides the perfect product. Jasper Engines and Transmissions are available at Rick's Service Center, 400 Parkway in Sevierville. Phone 865-453-2915 to book your next auto repair appointment. Rick's Service Center on the Parkway in Sevierville.
This top of the hour is brought to you exclusively by Anakista.
Located in the heart of East Tennessee, where they do full service plumbing and repairs. All Clear Plumbing. Wheeler and Daniel, they know how to get the things right in your house. From a broken water pipe to an emergency repair to a water line install, or maybe something that you never thought a plumber could do. Who do you call? You call All Clear Plumbing. Talk to Wills, All Clear Plumbing. Your choice for plumbing. 865-443-7752.
WSEV-FM, Gatlinburg, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge. Tennessee's new mix, 105.5.
WPFT Talk 106.3. Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Sevierville.
Waking up between you and Mama every Saturday morning. Lord, it must be a big old bed. You're listening to Rick's House.
With me in Rick's House. Thanks for joining us on the program. 105.5 The Mix or Talk 106.3. Thanks for joining us. The phone be ringing.
Yeah, I
like
see that.
I like to hear
see that.
see
As
the
soon as I
phone
get rid
ringing.
of this switch, I'll turn off my microphone for a moment. Hang on.
There we go. Okay, so during the timeout, for the timeout, I told you that we were going to talk about white vinegar. So my bride taught me this. Hey, Jennifer, good to see you this morning, girl. Hope you and your family are doing great. So white vinegar is for cleaning. Apple cider vinegar is for health issue. So white vinegar is what we want to use. Apple cider vinegar, too corrosive. Who do we have on the phone, sir?
I'm not going to tell you who it is because I'm going to surprise you.
Okay.
So are you ready for said caller?
Yeah, I'm ready for said caller. We'll talk about white vinegar later.
All right. Well, yeah, hang on. Here it comes.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rick. This is Jennifer. You used to be my boss years ago at the Knoxville News Sentinel when I was 14, and
Oh,
we all
my
lived
gosh.
in Clayton together.
Oh,
How's it going?
Yeah, I'm doing fantastic. Is this the Jennifer I think it is? I believe it
Yeah,
is.
Jennifer Paul was my name then. But
Yes,
yeah.
I. You know what? You just have a beautiful family, Amy, and I see you on Facebook, and we're so proud of you.
Well, thank you so much. And I follow you on Facebook too and see you pop up now and then. And it became really relevant to me this past week. We just traveled to Alaska and we rented our very first RV. Like that was our first experience in an RV.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah. And I thought, I'm going to call somebody I know and trust to give me a little advice.
Well, you
I
know what?
wanna
We'll
know-
do our best.
That's fantastic. I want to know what you would recommend for us, my husband and I, like as we become empty nesters in the next couple of years. We're trying to decide between, Class B, Class C, and the benefits of both for some pretty much everyday travel. Like I want to work from the road. Can you tell me the differences and what I should do?
Yes, I can. And that is an awesome question. Amy and I, after we lost the boys, we and Skylar graduated, and of course Chelsea was already married, so we went on the road for about 3 years, and we traveled all over the United States. Didn't get to make it to Alaska. We really wanted to do that, but that trip up the Alaskan Highway in an RV, you got to be really prepared for that, because that road is treacherous and there's not much gas, and you got to have a couple sets of extra tires and all those kinds of things. So let's talk about. So it'll just be you and your husband. And if you're going to travel for the road, then we want to think about these things. And this is one of our girls that we had when they were kids. We had a great group, and they've all grown up and done great, and they're just fantastic. So thank you so much.
Makes you feel old, doesn't it, brother?
I am old. So if you think about a Class B is a van. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. They're expensive. That's the first thing. They're going to limit you with space. So depending on what parts of the world you want to travel in, and depending on what space you need for your work, that's going to be a key factor, Jennifer, in that. They're great for old people like me and Amy who just want to go see the grandkids, and we're probably going to stay at their house, or we'll, that kind of thing. But for every day on the road, the Class B would not be my choice. Now, Class C is a popular choice because it has the truck body of a box van, but yet you can get the size in there that's going to allow you more sleeping space, more working space, and those kinds of things. And it's also going to give you a bigger shower. That's really important for us. The bathroom space was huge for us. It's because I'm a bigger guy, and so that was an issue for us. Class C's tend to perform very well mechanically, has been my experience. The downside to a Class C is that I don't know if your husband's tall or but if he's a tall person, or if is the seat in one is like a cargo van. Now, not like a Sprinter van. It's like a cargo van. So there's a wall right behind the seat. So you have limited space. And sometimes that's uncomfortable if you're either a bigger person or a taller person, that can be uncomfortable in driving. But other than that, Class C can be a really good choice, and it's going to get pretty good gas mileage as far as that's concerned, and you can go gas. If you go diesel, it's going to, I love a diesel pusher. I love the diesel engine. If you're traveling out west and you're pulling something, the car behind you or whatever, that's great. But if you're going to have a diesel anything, you got to have money in your pocketbook, because when anything you do to a diesel is expensive. Oil change is 3 times what an oil change is in a gas model.
Yeah.
Now you're going to get better gas mileage, and you can run it 500,000 miles, which is good. So Class C is a good choice. Class A is going to give you the most rooms.
It's too big for me, though. Class A is too big. I drove the Class C, Rick, on our last trip, and I liked it, but I really feel like I couldn't get in everywhere I wanted to get in, which is the only reason I was asking about the Class B. But I hear you about the space inside.
Yeah.
Maybe I should rent a Class B for a week and then compare what I think about the two before I make a plunge.
That is so smart. The other thing is think about one of the things that I wish we had done that we didn't do looking back, because we decided that we were going to we realized that we were going to, we wanted to be comfortable, and the other side of that is we did a lot of boondocking. Now, if you're traveling out west, there's tons of places. There's land, Bureau of Management land, Bureau of Land Management, BLM land, and it's beautiful and everywhere. But you got to be self-sufficient. You got to be off the grid. So I made sure that we had a good generator. I made sure that we had extra water with us. I made sure of all those kinds of things because you don't want to load your water tanks up and carry all that because that kills your gas mileage. So you got to try to plan where you're going to get your water before you get to where you're stopping for the night. Does that make sense? And then,
yeah, definitely.
And then out west, there's so many places to dump your waste, even on visitor centers, and roadside stops and stuff like that. I mean, in one of the places that we got water that I never even realized, and somebody that worked from the road told us this, cemeteries, because they have maintenance people, and a lot of times you can buy water there, or you can just do it water. If it's not potable water, most gas stations have that. They don't have potable water, which you drink. So, that's a couple different things. Class A is going to give you a lot more room, but if it's a gas model, it's been my experience, Jennifer, that they tend to have more mechanical issues, and I don't know why that is. I don't know. I know that Nomadic Fanatic, he's a guy that's been on the internet forever, and he started in a van, and then he went to a Class C, and then he went to a Class A, and then he went back to Class C because of that very reason. So generator would be a key for me. Bathroom space would be key for me, and comfort. We have a 40-foot travel trailer with 3 slides. So with my truck, we're 65 feet long when we were pulling. Now that's difficult to get into national parks with, because they have limited space. So the size of your rig, and it's also limits you when you're going to boondock, if you're in a Walmart or a Cracker Barrel or, wherever you may be. What's that one? What's the other one that I say? Not Bass Pro Shop. Cabela's are really good because they'll have a place for your pet that you can actually have a dog run, and most of them have dumping stations, and they like you to stay there. Of course, the rule of thumb is if you're going to stay there for a night, you want to ask them first and then make sure it's okay, which usually is, and then just buy something while you're there, which is a whole lot cheaper than paying $65, $70 a night to be in a campground.
Right,
so,
right.
but I think I wish that Amy and I had taken our trailer and boondocked somewhere here and locally before we went on the road and worked the kinks out. Not just doing it at home, but, I wish we'd have went to Walmart at Knoxville Center and did it for, one night, just to work those things out. Now, after we were on the road for a while, we'd pull in, I'm doing the outside, she's doing the inside, air zone, TV zone. In 20 minutes, we're ready to cook supper. So, yeah. And the same on breaking it down. But that would be my opinion on them. It sounds like maybe a Class C might be a really good option for what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm hearing you say Class C, gas powered for us. I'm hearing you say boondocking's great, but maybe practice at home first.
Yep.
And learn where I need to pick up my water, and don't drive around with my tank full for better gas mileage. Those are all great tips, Rick. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's our pleasure, and it's so nice to hear from you guys. I'm so glad you guys are doing great, and
doing great.
That's awesome. And then with internet, you got a couple. How important is that? Obviously, if you're working from the road, the internet's really important for you.
I've been looking at Starlink.
Okay. Starlink has most of the folks that I utilized that we saw coming through as we were camp hosting, because that's what we did when we were on the road. We were camp hosting while we were on the road. So, that way typically you can do that. And for instance, now is your husband going to work from the road too, or is he, or is it just you?
Yeah, both of us will be working from the road.
Okay. Yeah. In that instance, I would really look at Starlink. There's another one out there called Nomad.
Okay.
That's pretty competitive, but most of the folks that I saw were using Starlink. For Amy and I, we used Verizon has a sister company called Visible, and it's basically the straight talk of straight talk version of Verizon. So when we were out west, we had a separate phone, which we still have, and I still have today because we use it. and it's 4G. I streamed everything that we needed. We streamed the movies. We did whatever off of that phone, and that was its only job, because you can take that phone, because a lot of phones, if you're streaming 4G, will only let you run one device. But you take that and you put a mini router inside the RV, and then you can stream. She could stream or be on the internet, and I could be we could be watching movies. But if you've got to have something that's super quick, for working, if you're both working on the computers, you're going to have something like Starlink or Nomad. Those are the two best options, and they work everywhere. And they got some good plans out there. But like I said, I mean, we use that, and it's $35 a month. So I mean, it's unlimited, and it's unthrottled. So for us, it worked great. That's
last question. I got a last question.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, last question and a statement. Last question: Where in America do I need to see? What's the one spot I can't miss if I'm doing this cross-country road trip?
Let me tell you let me give you a couple of states you need to see.
Okay. Well, let me first tell you, I've seen them all.
Okay.
So I've been to all the states on road trips, but I want to know which one you think is the must go visit in my RV and spend some time with my adult husband without children for the first time.
There's a hot springs that Amy and I ran for 11 months, and it's it's called the Alvord, Alvord Hot Springs, and it is in the high desert in between Nevada. It's at the southeastern corner of Oregon.
Okay.
And there's a dry lake bed there. And the girl who was the mechanic on, I can't remember the show. She was the mechanic, but she's also holds the land speed record for the fastest person to ever do it as a female. And she actually did it there, and she broke the record. And then she was trying to break the male record. And when she went to run it the next time, the car had a malfunction and it exploded and killed her. She was in her 30s.
Oh.
That part of the world is beautiful. If you've never been in the high desert, that's one place that I would recommend. And there's several places. That's not the only hot springs there, but I really like the high desert in Oregon. The other place that I really like is the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
I do too. Now I've been to the Yooper. And I'm going to tell you, that's beautiful.
Had a little smoked
right,
fish. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now, I've not been to Eastern Oregon, so I mean, I'm writing this one down. We always go to the west coast of Oregon and do the coastal side.
Yeah.
And our hot spring spot is Tacoma, California. But I adore a hot spring, so that's definitely on my list.
Well,
Last thing is a statement.
This is a 250,000 acre beef ranch. The closest town's an hour and 45 minutes away. When the lights go off at night, it's the darkest skies in America. It is one of the most beautiful places that I've written. It's at the foot of the Estes Mountains. It's one of our favorite places.
Well, great.
Now, there ain't nothing there, so you got to be, I mean, they do have some hookups, but really and truly, you're boondocking, so you got to be ready for that.
And I really appreciate all this advice and these tips today, and I knew that when I saw your face pop up on the phone today for Facebook Live, I was like, I am going to call him.
We're so glad you did. That's awesome.
And, but I want to tell you that I always think of you and Amy and smile. You were a real important part of my childhood, whether you knew it or not. You always treated me with respect and kindness, and I really looked up to both of you. So please give Amy a hug for me, and just keep on keeping on. It's nice to talk to you.
Well, honey, we love you, and we loved all you girls, and it was so, I mean, that just makes our hearts sing. Amy's listening on Facebook too right now, so she's hearing that as well, and you were just an absolute pleasure. And as we've watched all you girls, we just in our class that we had, that just makes my heart sing, because y'all have done so well, and we're just so proud of you.
All right. Well, y'all have a good day.
All right. You call us if you need us. Send me a message.
Well, bye-bye. All
right. Bye-bye. That's that's special right there.
Yeah.
Very, very super young lady.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. We had a group in our Sunday school class, and Jennifer was in there along with several others, and she's done amazing. And
And then she worked with you.
Yeah.
At the Sentinel. That's why.
She sure did.
Wow.
Wow, I'm blown away, and I am Bob. Well, I am that, Bob. I appreciate that. It's that just makes my heart sing.
Yeah,
it makes my heart sing that you were able to touch somebody, and so thank you for that, Jennifer.
Great
we
call.
appreciate that.
Great call.
We're going to take that next time out, and how many more we got?
We got last one. We almost done.
Dang, I can't believe it.
We are flying.
We're going to take that last one, and then I'm going to tell you a little more about white vinegar versus apple cider vinegar, and then if I have time, we might get to talk about uncaulked toilets. No good, no good, no good.
No way.
You're listening to Rick's House Saturday mornings. Hang on, youngins. We'll be back.
I thought I'd book a trip to Italy to celebrate retiring.
We didn't speak Italian.
We didn't then. We do now. Because of Babbel.
Babbel is the refreshingly easy-to-use app for learning a new language. Babbel uses immersive lessons to teach you vocabulary and grammar in a way that sticks. Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Hey, y'all, this is Rick Allen, host of Rick's House Home Improvement Radio Show on the road. And let me tell you about my friends at Knoxville Salvage and Old City Kitchens. Joel Popper and the team there have been friends of this program for a long time, and they want to be your friend. Friends, they have got the best cabinets, the best products. You say, Rick, is it seconds? No, everything's first quality. They do have some seconds if you want to get a deal, but not on kitchens and not on about everything they have in the store. So trust me, they're part of our team. They want to be part of your team. And in this environment where building materials are going through the roof, they're going to have the best prices on the best products in Knoxville or anywhere in the surrounding area. Call them today. See them online. KnoxvilleSalvage.com, OldCityKitchens.com. A Rick's House favorite. Hey, y'all, this is Rick Allen, and let me tell you about one of my favorite companies, Top Septic. If you need a new drain field, or maybe you're having a problem with your existing drain field, or maybe the septic tank just needs to be pumped, they are the folks that can handle it for you. They know what they're doing. They're an American-owned company run by a veteran who wants to give you the type of service that you're expecting. Top Septic. Call them today, 865-599-1690. 865-599-1690.
We're all about food, and this Friday and Saturday is $5 days. Save big on many of your favorite items store-wide. Nobody does food like Food City. This Friday and Saturday is $5 days. Save $5 on Pick 5 meat. Final price $14.99. Pick 5 produce $5. Uno, Connie's, Cheez-It, or Screamin' Sicilian pizzas $5 and more. Certain restrictions apply.
Food City.
This is Local News 4. And now for the weather.
Thanks, Jen. Yes, it looks like this summer will be one of the coolest on record.
Oh, really? Where?
At Dollywood Splash Country, the most trusted water park in the Smokies, where you can enjoy more than 20 slides, Tennessee's first water coaster, live music by the wave pool, and more. Just plan your trip at Dollywood.com.
Dollywood. Love every moment.
Looking for the perfect storage solution? Highway 66 Climate and Mini Storage is the area's premier self-storage facility. Located next to the Home Depot at the Allensville Square Center in Sevierville, we offer climate-controlled and non-climate-controlled units, plus indoor RV and boat storage. Enjoy top-notch amenities like 24-hour surveillance and 3 covered unloading zones. Need to unload a tractor-trailer or a truck? We have a loading dock too. Sign up today and get 1 month free plus a complimentary True Shine car wash. Highway 66 Climate and Mini Storage, the perfect solution for your storage needs.
Man, that's good music.
That's good stuff. Thank you, Epidemic Sound.
Thank you, Epidemic Sound, and thank you, Brother Ricky Bernetti.
That's it. Yes,
That
sir.
drums, the God of Thunder doing his thing.
Yes, sir.
I miss my brother. And also Keith on the keyboards and several other musicians that created that force. Man.
Yeah.
The talent just oozes out of it. Just
man.
oozes out of it. I mean, it's just, it's like, wow, if I could do that, I'd just sit around and play. Well, that almost didn't come out right.
I'd be picking and grinning
all
picking.
day.
That's
I know
it.
that. So we said white vinegar's for cleaning because it's not near as corrosive.
That's correct.
And apple cider vinegar's for health.
Yes.
And because it
Take a snort of that every day.
Absolutely. That'll make you better.
Yeah.
Also, something that we never do, and this is a handy family handyman tip that I saw this morning, which is good. They recommend twice a year that you fill your toilet tank with, and you have to do them one at a time, obviously, with white vinegar. Let it sit for a minimum of 12 hours. Okay. Which is difficult if you only have one bathroom.
Yeah, and if you're on diuretics,
if you're on diuretics, you better have another bathroom.
Well, unless you believe if it's yellow, let it mellow. But
yeah, that's what they believe out west.
If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
That's right. So they recommend that you do that and then flush it. Also, if you get, if you have an old style toilet with a ball and cock valve and the chain and all that, and you get a little rust in there, and you can scrub that with the apple cider vinegar too. One thing we never want to do is utilize bleach inside the tank.
Yeah.
Because bleach is corrosive. And people, there's all kinds of things out there you add bleach to, and you put them on roofs. Negative, Ghost Rider.
I run periodically. I will run white vinegar, distilled white vinegar. I will run it through my dishwasher cycle.
Absolutely.
And clean out all that in there.
All good. Gets that slime and sludge and all that stuff. Got that little filter down the dishwasher we never change.
Yeah.
We've got that going on.
The food trap.
Uncaulked toilets.
Here we go.
Now, I had a buddy of mine that used to work with me. He said, "Rick, you help me cork it." And I said, "Yeah, go ahead and put some corking in that." That was his term. He was a cork master.
Cork master.
But that's all right. He knew what he was doing. I didn't care what he called it. If he called it corking, I called it corking.
His nickname was Corky.
Corky. He also said, "I'm going to go over here in the woodsies and take a leak." No. That's back in the day when we didn't have porta potties on the job site.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, my.
I think that's legal to say.
I think so.
So we're good to go. But there's all kinds of ways. I mean, there's some people use pre-mixed grout under their toilets to keep them from rocking. But if your toilet's straight on the floor, yeah, you can do that. I'm a fan of caulk, a good siliconized, a good silicone bathroom caulk or a polyurethane caulk, because people say, well, what if your toilet starts leaking? Well, if your toilet leaks, most likely it's going to leak underneath your flooring. It's not going to come out from between the toilet and the top of the flooring. You're going to see it there. That's where it leaks most.
That's where it leaks most time. Yeah.
Second time, that's just a dust, nasty, grungy collection area between that little gap of the rounded foot of the base of the toilet, and no caulk there. The caulk also gives it some stabilization once you've got it tightened down. If you're a big feller like myself, which I ain't near as big as I used to be, but that toilet gets under the pressure.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave that there.
Yeah.
Just walk away. Walk away, Ricky. Walk away. Leave with my blessings. Boom. Once in a while, let me hear from you. That's Ricky Van Champ.
There you go.
But yeah, I wasn't singing too good because I got a sinus infection. And also, we're going to throw this one in at the tail end. And I want to thank everybody for listening to us today. And for those of you who listen to us during the week, our biggest day is Tuesdays.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Tuesdays is when you get the...
we get most listens on Tuesdays. On the recorded shows that we do. Now, I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. The other thing, and Jennifer, this is for you and your husband as well. Know how many amps your appliances use in your whatever type of unit that you purchase. for traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And also, so a continuous hot water heater is the way to go.
Yes.
Because everybody can wash and girls can do girl stuff, especially if you're hooked up at a campground. And you have to do military showers if you're not. But still, it's better. It's more efficient, and you want a propane one. You do not want an electric one, and they're not much more money than a regular water heater, so you want to do that. The next thing is you want to make sure that I have no idea what I was going to say. It just left me. You want to make sure you know the wattage and amps, mostly amps. Amps is what you're worried about in your RV. So you can tell what you can run on what you're doing when you're boondocking.
Mm-hmm.
We have batteries. We have a solar panel that trickle charges those batteries. It runs our LEDs. It runs all that stuff. So in the event the power goes off, we generator runs out of gas or whatever, you can function.
Mm-hmm.
You got lights and you can charge phones and that stuff of that nature. The other thing is where you buy your RV, and we've said this a lot on the program, but we're going to go ahead and say it again. Where you buy your RV depends on how your RV is equipped. So you want to think about, if I'm going to travel and live in it, I want a 4-season RV.
Yes. Yes.
If you buy an RV up north, it's going to be built for up north.
Up north, yes.
It ain't going to do good down south.
No.
If you buy an RV down south, they're built for down south. They're not going to do good up north unless you buy a 4-season. So you really want to look into those packages as well. And that's good stuff on the program.
There you go.
And my brain's just flooded with that information. But you got to know watts. For instance, our camper should have been a 50 watt, but it's a 50 amp, but it's a 30 amp. Well, with a 30 amp, you can only run one air conditioner. So I've had to run a separate 20 amp circuit so I can run an additional air conditioner in the heat.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Not good.
But it was built up north. So it will run you out of there in the wintertime. The gas heat will literally, I'm opening the windows and sitting in my chair in my drawers. In my drawers.
That's right. By golly.
So that's really, really important.
My goodness.
To make sure that you get that done, because at the end of the day, it's all about comfort.
All about comfort, yes.
And depending on where you're going to travel, you want to be able to keep if you're boondocking, you want to make sure that you've got those storage tanks, whatever tank you has, gray, black, or fresh, that are not going to freeze and bust. We did -8 in Oregon. -8.
No.
And we had the propane on and we were burning up inside the house. So those are good things. Coming up next week, we'll see who we have in here. I've got a whole nother page of stuff I didn't touch on today. Rainwater. Which way does your ceiling fan supposed to run? And when?
And when, yeah.
And depending on location. Yes.
Exactly.
And a tool that you should have in your toolbox if you're traveling on the RV. Or even not traveling on the RV if you're stationary.
Yeah.
Or you should have in your house too.
Yeah.
Tune in next week and we'll tell you what it is.
Ooh, the tease.
I'll have to tell Skip because he'll bug me to death.
No, I know. I got an idea what it is. I got an idea what that is. I sure do.
Hey, again, thank you all for listening and taking time out of your Saturday. We appreciate that. If they're sponsors of ours and you're doing business with them, then, hey, let them know we sent you.
Absolutely.
If they're on the radio station, let them know you heard about them on the radio station during the football game Skip's doing. What have you got coming up tonight, my brother?
We got
Real Estate Show
Real
next.
Estate Show. Then I got Law Talk after that. And then tonight at 6 p.m., we'll have the opening night for Sevier County High School football as they'll defend their Class 5A state championship against Class 6A's Farragut Admirals in the 5-Star Prep Kickoff Classic from the banks of Mossy Creek. Tar Stadium, Carson University, the big one tonight. They can play up there.
Stadium, man. What a facility.
And I'm
fantastic.
I'm sad as I got to be here to take care of things back here for the guys there. I'd rather be there in that setting. That's going to be a fun one tonight.
All right. Grab those babies, kiss them, love them if they'll let you, and tell somebody you appreciate them today. God bless you. We'll see you next Saturday right here on Rick's House.
It's time for Let's Talk Real Estate, presented by RE/MAX Preferred Property.